Welcome back, once again adventurers, to Let's Play BlazBlue Calamity Trigger. In the last episode, Kaka managed to fight off the black creature known as Arakune and managed to save her village from yet another attack from, well, Arakune, who is apparently notorious for being a threat to the Kaka village, and as a reward, Kaka got to do what she always does best, eat and sleep. But now at this very moment, we are back in Rachel Alucard's Halloween domain, and this time we're actually, we're back at the point where Kaka is mad that Rachel Alucard carelessly stood on her tail while she was curled up asleep. But let's focus our attention on Guy, shall we? Or the steamed flying bun, as Kaka would say.
Actually, I've been wondering about that. Meow! Fluffy, soft, and full of meat. It looks delicious. Meow!
Unfortunately for you, Kaka, Guy is not a flying meat bun.
Meat bun? You mean this?
Yes, she does, Rachel.
Ouch! Please don't pull my cheek, Princess. It hurts. You'll tear it.
One of these days.
Oh, that's the one. Meow! Tao is super hungry. Meow!
And it seems that Tao for the moment has momentarily forgotten her grudge with Rachel.
Are you trying to eat me? You gotta be kidding. I'm no meat bun.
True, but that probably won't stop Rachel from actually force-feeding you to Tao Gi. And to be honest, she probably might consider doing that.
I'll just dive right in. It's pretty quick for a meat bun. I can't believe I let it get away. Meow!
Looks like we've lost Tao, ladies and gentlemen.
Princess! Help!
And it seems that Rachel is standing idly by as usual as Guy tries to get himself out of this predicament.
Meow! I won't let you get away this time. Meow!
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Rachel is finding this all mildly entertaining, mildly being the operative word here.
I laughed so much my stomach's cramping. Guy, if you keep that up, I think you can lose a couple sizes.
Maybe my observation wasn't entirely off the mark there.
It did look like an excellent exercise. You have been putting on some weight lately, Guy. Perhaps a little more of that would do you good.
How can you two just sit there and do nothing? I was seriously about to be eaten back there.
Perhaps that wouldn't be such a terrible thing. The castle would be much more peaceful.
Still, though, even you would be loath to rid yourself of your familiars.
What?
But I don't know how I would cope without a servant to take care of the chores. I'm not made for coarse work, you know.
Well, at least you have the capacity for self-observation there, Rachel.
Wait for me, Bun!
And it doesn't seem like Tao Kaka's energy is going to be dropping anytime soon.
This will take but a moment, Nago.
Huh? A moment? Wait, why are you closing me, Princess?
That is a very good question. Rachel shut Nago daintily and adjusted her posture importantly. Are we going to have to fight her again?
1, 2.
Or maybe, perhaps...
Meow! was close. Thank you so much, Princess.
Seems like Kaka has been sent skyrocketing to the moon.
No, it was nothing. I'll simply see to it that you repay me 100, no, 1,000-fold. That should be sufficient.
A cruel taskmaster, Rachel Alucard is.
You're kidding, right?
I sincerely doubt that, Guy.
Ow, 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 ow! Gee's the bat, not me! No pun intended. That aside, Princess, where did you learn that kind of dangerous foreplay? I don't think that cat will bother us anymore.
I'm kind of worried for her, though.
Well, I'm glad someone is, Guy.
You're more masochistic than I thought. The prey sympathizing with the predator.
Well, I doubt that she's injured at all from this.
I would actually be inclined to agree with you.
That girl, did you know her, Princess?
Curious question from you, Dargo.
Maybe. I'm kind of tired of walking around outside. Why don't we go back to the castle and have a cup of tea?
Ah yes, Rachel's favorite pastime, drinking tea. And I believe the time has come to save yet again. Now, that begs the question of just where has Tao ended up? Kaka shot down from the sky like a meteor, buried herself headfirst into the ground, throwing up a huge cloud of dirt. After a few minutes of struggling, she managed to pull her head out of the dirt, blinking at the light.
What the heck was that? Meow! What just happened to Tao? Meow!
You just, somehow ended up back in Lost Town like a cannonball there, Tao. She had already forgotten meeting Rachel and why she'd been falling in the first place, but she didn't care very much. That was just the kind of person Tao Kaka was, indeed.
Oh well, I wonder if there's anything fun to do around here.
Well, at least be grateful you're back in the village. Wait, what? Mechanical noise?
Meow, 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 what's that? Meow!
Yeah, that is a very good question, Tao.
Mecha Tiger!
Is that a shiny blue version of Iron Tiger? And why is it calling itself Mecha Tiger? I don't even know anymore.
What a creepy looking dude! Too creepy, meow!
Did Rachel send us into an alternate dimension? Or something? Or did 7... No, I doubt that Sector 7 and Kokonoe would have actually created a second Tiger.
Tiger will eliminate you.
Yeah, I'm going to definitely say that Mecha Tiger is not Iron Tiger,
Right
per
back
se.
at you, meow!
Okay, so, to be honest, I don't know what's going on here, but, we'll just roll with it, I guess. So, it's Tao Kaka versus, Mecha Iron Tiger, I would suppose.
The wheel of fate is turning.
But,
Rebel, one.
going to have to, be quick about it.
Counter, counter, counter.
Ooh. Back here. I will spam this as much as I need to. Spam, spam, wonderful spam. Yes, I enjoyed that sketch too. Come on, Tao.
Counter.
I love that Tao's attacks are repeatable, sorry, my bad. And the Tao Kaka kittens have all come out to watch this rather interesting fight. Not above using a distortion drive to actually deal some damage. Get back here. Ooh. Don't use your electromagnets. But
That's right, meow! Tao won!
that's right, victory fanfare for Tao Kaka. Tao Kaka defeated Metal Tiger, but her battle had only just begun. Suddenly, dozens of new enemies swarmed out of nowhere, surrounding Tao Kaka. I think it's a good time to save again. Encounter with the unknown, eh? I would,
What? Meow!
definitely say that is a fitting title.
Tao, 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 Tao.
That is a lot of towers, and it appears that we're facing what can only be described as well, if what we just fought was Mecha Tiger, I'm going to go out on a limb and call these things Mecha Taos, I think. Tao Kaka was confused. All these new enemies looked like robot versions of her. Before she could decide what to do, all of them jumped to her at once.
Meow! I'm sure we can all talk it out since we're all Tao. Meow!
Maybe, then again, maybe not.
Tao, 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 Tao.
Apparently these are all called Mecha Kaka and not Mecha Taos.
Why do you keep saying Tao? You're not making any sense. Talk like Tao Kaka. Meow! Tao, 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 Tao.
Well, given the fact that they're robots,
So, what the heck do you want from Tao? Meow!
they're automatons, Tao. I don't think they're going to respond to you the way that Mecha Tiger, sorry, not Mecha Tao. Anyway, I digress. While the machines approached Tao Kaka tentatively, she began to hope that one of these, maybe the things were friendly when it gave her a good smack on the head.
Ouch! You want a piece of me? Meow! All right, bring it on!
No more Miss Nice Tao Kaka, it seems. That was Tao Kaka shadowboxing, it seems.
Whenever you're ready, meow!
Looks like we're fighting yet again. In a mirror match, but not quite. It's Tao Kaka versus Mecha Kaka. Now this
The
could
wheel of fate is turning.
be interesting,
Rebel 1. Action!
because it's time for blood pain. You may be strong, but nope. Don't get careless, Tao. Because these mechas do have your moveset. Let's see if we can use a just. Oh! Mecha Kaka was about to unleash the distortion finish, but we beat them to the punch.
Tao is the
No, indeed. Once again, we proved ourselves absolutely victorious, but there are still more Mecha Kakas still standing. And maybe not. Tao Kaka had no trouble defeating Mecha Kaka after Mecha Kaka, but her winning streak went to her head, and she failed to notice a single robot she'd failed to destroy. The last surviving Mecha Kaka started to shake and sputter. Something was about to happen, and I'm actually kind of afraid to realize what it is.
Ready for the final attack? Meow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, you're about to do what I think you're about to do.
Huh? There's one left?
Well, not for much longer.
0. Kaboom. Meow.
Yeah, I knew you'd do that. Self-destruct, eh? That's very unfortunate.
Meow! Everything was blown away!
You mean the village or us? Because we are no longer in Lost Town, it seems. Tao Kaka leapt to her feet. She thought she'd been blown away by the explosion of the last Mecha Kaka, but there wasn't any sign of an explosion. Had it all just been a dream? I wonder about that.
What the? Why must you scream for no reason?
And, that voice can only belong to one person. A person we know all too well. But Tao doesn't. Tao Kaka spun around and saw the man who had just yelled at her. He was dirty and sweaty and gross. I think, said man would break down in tears if you spoke that out loud.
Who are you, old guy?
Old guy? But I'm not that old. Forget it.
Well, at least you actually acknowledge that much, Bang Shishigami. And also, this is the most serious I've seen you.
My name is Bang Shishigami. I'm the vigilante who serves in the name of love and justice, and protector of Kagutsuchi.
Not to mention Rodent Guy.
So, what do you want from me, scruffy old man?
Yeah, once again, Tao's lack of tactfulness is a sight to behold.
I don't know how you came to the conclusion I am scruffy from that conversation, but I am a generous man. I won't get mad for something as petty as that.
That's actually good to know, and you seem to be a man of your word on that front.
I found you lying unconscious there. Are you hurt?
Am I hurt? No, I'm not! Look at me! I'm as good as Mew!
Well, so glad you're happy, Tao Kaka.
That's good to hear. By the way, you don't look like you're from around here. What's your name? Where did you come from?
And, Bang Shishigami actually going out of his way to make sure that Tao was alright. There was way more questions than Tao Kaka was used to thinking about all at once. She thought about it for a while until she realized she was getting hungry. Yes, indeed, typical Tao Kaka. Well, let us introduce ourselves to the good sir, shall we, Tao?
Tao is Tao Kaka Mew! I came from over there!
Indeed we did.
Tao Kaka Meow, huh? That's an unusual name. But, what do you mean by over there? Could you point in that direction?
We'll, give it a shot, I suppose.
No, Mew! Tao is Tao Kaka Mew!
Tao Kaka Meow? Ah, I see. So your name is Tao Kaka. Anyway, I still don't know what you mean by over there. Could you be a little more specific?
I think Talkaka's brain is going to explode from that exceedingly simple request, Bang.
Over there.
Each part of Talkaka pointed a different direction. The man didn't seem to understand.
Ah, I don't get it. I still have no idea which direction you came from. How am I supposed to take you home?
I'm too hungry to stay on my feet. Meow.
Alas, poor Tao.
Hey, are you all right?
She is. She just behaves like this all the time.
No, I'm not okay. I'm starving to death. Goodbye, scruffy man.
Typical Tao behavior.
I had no idea. You were a homeless child who couldn't even afford tonight's dinner. I would be more than happy to take you as my apprentice. You'll be able to eat as much as you want.
You might actually live to regret those words, Bang Shishigami.
Are you serious now?
Talkaka leapt to her feet, any weakness forgotten at the prospect of food. Bang smiled.
If you give me food, I will. I'll become your apprentice right now.
I'm actually surprised that you know what that word is, but you probably will forget it 5 minutes later.
Then follow me. I'll introduce you to my henchman.
Yes, master.
Or maybe not. The sun shone on Road and Guy, warm and relaxing, and a soft breeze ruffled Talkaka's hood as she slept in the sun. He didn't even notice Bang
Talkaka,
arrived.
let's go on patrol to maintain peace in this town. Follow me.
And it seems like Tao is quite happily enjoying herself with piles of onigiri.
No way! Tao is going to take a nap. Meow.
Yep, Tao is definitely doing what she does best.
Dare she? This capricious behavior is truly characteristic of only cats.
You're not wrong, Bang Shishigami. You're not wrong. Talkaka's life as Bang's apprentice was pretty comfy. She didn't listen to him at all and spent most of her time sleeping or eating. He was beginning to get irritated with her refusal to wake up when 2 of his men appeared.
Boss, have you seen Tao? It's almost lunch, so I brought some rice balls.
Rice ball? I want it! I want it! I want it now! What's in it, though? I hope it's salmon!
You have absolutely no control when it comes to food. You truly are a difficult apprentice.
True words have never been spoken.
Yeah, right. You're so full of it, boss. He's right. You spoil Tao the most, Master.
As I said before,
What are you talking about? I couldn't possibly be more strict.
But boss, that wrapping cloth is...
the man glanced down at the sack Backen was holding.
It's filled with meat buns, sausages, etc. Those are Tao Kaka's favorites. You're being a total doting father, Master.
Indeed.
Well, you know, my favorite food happens to be the same as Tao's. It's not a big deal.
All right, meow. Let's all have a meal together. If you want, I can go on patrol after the meal.
All right. How about some food? You guys may indulge yourselves, too.
Never let it be said that Bang Shishigami is not a decent master.
Thank you, Master.
It's my treat, meow.
Oh, whatever am I going to do with you?
He was skilled at many things, but Bang Shishigami was a poor liar. Despite his chiding, His eyes were those of a loving father. Whether or not how Kaka grew up to be a great ninja of Ikaruga is a story for another time. Under Bang's supervision, Tao Kaka grew up to be an excellent ninja. Those days were calm and peaceful.
Boss, you gotta get out of here!
It seems that, we are on patrol after all.
The enemy is closing in on us!
And it seems like Bang's subordinates are, a little worse for wear.
Damn it! Run, Tao! I'll take care of this! This is goodbye. Those days I got to spend with you, they weren't bad.
Indeed they weren't.
No! Tao will stay here and fight too!
But you shouldn't underestimate the, tenacity of Tao Kaka.
Master!
Bang left Tao Kaka behind and disappeared into the flames. Once again, the Ikaruga have lost their place within Kagutsuchi, and Bang never came back.
Seems that, something rather unfortunate has happened. Perhaps the people of Ikaruga were once again fighting the forces of the NOL.
Though Master was so scruffy, he was still a good person. Tao will avenge you, Master.
Tao Kaka runs to go save the citizens of Ikaruga and to avenge Bang.
Also note that this is the first time that we actually have a spoken narration, and I think I know who that narrator is.
Who the hell are you? A little stray like you trying to stand up against me?
And it seems that Tao was prepared to go toe-to-toe with none other than the NOL's so-called hero of Ikaruga himself, Jin Kisaragi, Major.
The encounter of a long-time rival and the real enemy who no one foresaw.
Oh, long time no see, Tao.
Then again,
It can't be! Booby lady!
A small girl from the Kaka village, torn apart by cruel fate. Her trials are far from over. Uncover the dark conspiracies of Kagutsuchi and bring peace back to this world, Tao Kaka.
Tao can't lose no matter what, for the sake of those who have fallen!
Something tells me that Tao's overactive imagination is running wild.
Check this out, Meow! The super move that Master taught me! For the sake of justice, love, and sorrow! Super mode!
The most anticipated ninja action movie of the year. Bang Shishigami Ninpo Ninja Scrolls Gaiden. The Revenge of Tao.
Yeah,
A stunning tale of love and justice. Coming to all hierarchical city theaters this summer.
Yeah, that's the thing about BlazBlue Calamity Trigger and, well, the BlazBlue series as well, is that it likes to poke fun at itself from time to time. Case in point.
Okay, that's a lie.
Yeah, that was a little too far-fetched, even for you, Tao Kaka. The alternate truth is yet to be found. Indeed. Well, that was actually a fairly interesting encounter and ending to Tao Kaka's story, but it is not the only ending. So, When we return, adventurers, we shall find our way down yet another story branch and see what else we can unfold in the world of Kaka. As always, adventurers, until next we meet.